Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2018 with Blackburn Rovers. It is New Year's Eve. It is the 31st of December 2030 and today we have fourth place, Manchester City. They were third place and then things happened. I think Everton won a game. We've also got the transfer window is about to open and there are 3 players coming in and then we're going to have our first match in our defence of our FA Cup crown against Chelsea. So, all in all, quite a big episode. We played one match in between episodes and it was this cracker against Liverpool. A 4-0 victory. Adam Fenton scores the opener on 36 minutes. Then Francisco Foster in the second half gets himself a hat-trick. A penalty on 48, 60th minute and then the 85th minute. 4-0 against a struggling Liverpool side. That means the current league table looks a little bit like this. Everton, basically, we are playing after some teams. So Everton, I think, have already played this week or something strange like that. I don't really understand what's going on. But we're third place. We are still 3 points behind Everton. We are 1 point ahead of Manchester City, who we play today. We have to win this game. If we win this game, we go to 41 points. We will go top of the table. Chelsea aren't playing until, I want to say, the 1st of December. January, even, not December. That would be weird. That would be time travel. We actually do seem to do quite well against Man City in this save. 5 wins, 1 draw and 3 defeats. So hopefully we can make it 6-3. The starting lineup that we are going to go for then for the Man City game. Juan Pablo Velez will be the goalkeeper. Stevkovic, Uricalo and Luiz will be the back 3. Tobiasen and Branko Markovic will be the 2 fullbacks. James Sani and Nikola Popovic will be the central midfielders. Adam Fenton, Paul Okdina and Francisco Foster will be the front 3. Now, Ortuzzo, he is slightly injured. They say that I can probably put him on the bench. I don't want to. I feel like that's a bad idea. There is a big old gap in the middle of the pitch there that hopefully Popovic and Sani can kind of start to run rings into. Fenton, probably going to be marked by both of these players. Let's just hope we can do a nice, comfortable victory here. You wait, it'll be like 4 or 5-0 to Man City. 12 minutes in and we've got the first highlight. Foster gets the ball into the area, but it is cleared. Now, it looks like Andilovic is going to run onto that. Completely unchallenged, the Manchester City are going to break down the left-hand side. Into the penalty area. Marino is there. He's fallen over. It's a penalty. Really, Tobiasen has pushed over Marino. It is going to be a penalty. Now, Velez does have form at saving penalties. What is he going to do with this one? Andre Silva steps up to take it. Velez has made another penalty save. Velez once again the hero. Fenton takes a corner for Blackburn. It's cleared. Popovic gets it. Fenton would like it back. Nope, it's gone to Luiz. Sani, edge of the area, plays it behind him. Uricalo to Popovic in the area. And Nikola Popovic has made it 1-0. 19 minutes on the clock. Ivan Uricalo with the assist. Blackburn Rovers move up to first position in the table. Half an hour played and there's some more action. Dembele with the ball for City. Across to Victor. Victor being closely followed by Markovic. Dembele, Andre Silva. Dembele gets it back. Hopefully we're going to stick a little foot in and get the ball off him. Rinarelli in towards Marino in the area. Crosses it in. Andre Silva's there. He makes up for his penalty miss or the save. It is 1-1. Gorka Marino with the assist. Fenton with the corner. Sani doesn't win the header. Okdina can flick it back in and it is cleared upfield, but Branko Markovic collects it towards Popovic. Popovic is out wide, crossed into Okdina. He's gone for goal. It's off the bar and Makengo finally gathers the ball. Just before half time and we have another highlight. Rinarelli with the ball in the middle. Victor, not a great pass actually. Markovic cuts it out. Foster running one-on-one with the keeper. If he can get there first, Makengo makes a save. There's going to be a corner. We've got about 30 seconds left to play, so hopefully we get the chance to take it. Apparently we don't get the chance to take it. Half time then, it is 1-1. Andre Silva with a penalty miss. And it's not. I don't like the way it says penalty miss. It wasn't a miss. It was a save. It was a very good save from the keeper. Velez with a goal kick. We're just about an hour in. I am going to do some substitutions because our 2 strikers are playing pretty poorly at the moment. Okdina collects the ball. Foster's there if he can find him. He does find Foster, who hits the bar. Markovic is going to hopefully keep the ball alive. Goes for goal. It's going to be a corner. Fenton takes the corner. Luiz is there. It's cleared. Popovic, can he have a go from outside the area? Finds Foster instead. Foster to James Sani. Gets tackled. Luiz isn't going to get there. And the ball gets cleared. Foster is on a 6.2. We're going to bring on Gomez. Valenza sat there on the bench. He's not going to come on. What else do we need to do? Fenton isn't playing very well. Okay, Valenta is going to come on. Valenta's going to come on as a shadow striker. Makengo with a free kick. We are 70 minutes in or thereabouts. Sani heads forward. Gomez doesn't get there. Kroll. Dembele. Back to Kroll on the right-hand side, running down the wing. Plenty of space to run into. Crosses it in. Marino's there, but Velez plucks it out of the air. Velez rolls it out to Luiz. Luiz to Tobiasen, who gave away the penalty, and luckily for him, Velez saved his blushes. De Ligt intercepts the ball. Back to Makengo. Makengo clearance towards the halfway line, but Luiz heads it forward. Markovic over the top to Gomez. Gomez, what was that, Gomez? Why did you go for a volley? This is going to be a 1-1 draw, isn't it? I can't see anything else happening in this game. 10 minutes left to play. I'm not going to bother doing any more subs. We've got 7 minutes left to play. Luiz with the ball. Tobiasen, the Swedish fullback. Long ball forward to Gomez. Gomez has got Oakdina in the middle if he can find him. He crosses it in. Oakdina is there at the back post, and we have taken the lead. That moves us back to top of the table as well. What do we do? We've got 5 minutes left. I'm going to do a time-wasting substitution. It's going to be Rodders on for Markovic. I know Markovic has had a very good game. Oh, do not be giving me a highlight straight away. Markovic has had a very good game, but he's booked. That's why I want to bring him off. Sani gets the ball. Is this going to be our highlight? Popovic towards Gomez. Heads down Oakdina, edge of the area. Plays it back to Tobiasen. Popovic. Tobiasen's making a run. Plenty of space for Tobiasen. 3 in the box. Oakdina's one of them, and Paul Oakdina has made it 3-1. Tobiasen and Oakdina combining again. It's now 3-1. We're still doing our substitutions. This game should be done. This should be finished now. They can't score 2 goals in the 4 minutes of injury time, which is just rapidly disappearing. There's 10 seconds left to play. This is a great victory, and this keeps our title hopes alive. Oakdina's going to get the ball. Are we going to see anything from this highlight? No, we are not. The full-time whistle goes. It is 3-1, but what a great victory that was. Would you look at that? Top of the table. Blackburn Rovers. When do Chelsea play? Because if Chelsea win, they also go on 41 points. They are playing Tottenham tomorrow, which is the day the transfer window opens. So let's go forward to the end of tomorrow. We'll see some transfers, actually. Players will come in. We'll see what happens in the Tottenham-Chelsea game. Because it's the 1st of January, some awards have been given out. Joachim Tobiasen, second place player of the month. Kadir Ayar gets first place, and Morris Lippens gets third place. Boban Stevkovic and Nikola Popovic, second and third place Young Player of the Month for December. Goal of the month goes to that Ivan Uricalo goal that we saw against Newcastle. That's third. It's actually third. Myron Bodo gets first for Southampton versus Newcastle. And Gabriel Cano for Watford versus West Ham. Uricalo, though, gets on third place goal of the month. And we have won Manager of the Month. So we've actually done pretty well there. We've only lost 1 game in December, and that was a disappointing defeat to Brighton. Also, Daniel Knezovic has won Young Player of the Month in Scotland. The transfer window is open, and 3 players have joined. 2 of them are wonder kids. This is the first one. Hector Arbeloda, a Colombian central midfielder who can also play as a central defender, although, looking at his stats, he certainly is not a central defender. He's come in for just £575,000, and I think he does have a work permit as well. He is looking like he's going to be a really good footballer. He's only 19 years old and already has 2 caps for Colombia. Next up, for £35 million, now it's a lot of money, we've signed 24-year-old Argentine versatile defender Walter Perez. That's why I've decided to spend a lot of money on him, because he can basically play anywhere. He's 2-footed, so he can play as a wing-back, he can play as a central defender, he can play as a wing-back on the other side as well if needed. He's probably better than Gomez Rigo, if I'm perfectly honest. And finally, the wonderfully named Prince Nelson Guidetti. That's his real name. That's not like a silly name that he's been given, and weirdly, his favoured personnel is Jonathan Guidetti. Not even making that up, look. Former teammate, favoured personnel, they were both at Pescara together. He's come in for £22.5 million, which is a lot of money. He's another striker. I know, I kind of really wanted to sign him because he was called Prince Nelson Guidetti and a wonder kid. He's good. He's very good. I do need to do some transfers. I need to start shifting some players on. So that is my transfer business of the window so far. We've spent £58.08 million. For some reason, the board decided to give us a much bigger transfer budget as well. So we've got another 55 million that we can spend. I burned through most of that, and then they put it up to like 70 million, which I then threw some back into the wage budget. So we've got money to spend if we want to. Ignore the financial fair play, we're always over that. Huge, huge news. Yes, we've dropped down to second place in the table, but Chelsea have drawn their game. Chelsea drew 2-2 with Tottenham Hotspur, which means we do remain ahead of Chelsea with 3 points behind Everton because they beat Leicester 2-0. But we are still in the driving seat. If we win our game in hand, we will go top of the table on goal difference. FA Cup time against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. They will be playing a 4-4-2 under Gary Monk because that's what he does. They always play a 4-4-2. We need to really defend our title here. Or I want to get quarter-finals, maybe semi-finals. That's kind of my objective for the FA Cup this season. The starting lineup we are going to go for then against Chelsea. Gil will be the keeper. Boban Stevkovic, Ivan Urukalo and Walter Perez will be making his debut today. Branko Markovic and Joachim Tobiasen are going to be the two fullbacks. Sani and Popovic will be the two central midfielders. Montoya is back from his injury, but I don't really want to chuck him into this game because he might just get injured again. Adam Fenton will play just behind the strike partnership of Foster and Okdina or Tuzo. Once again, he is also back from his injury, but I don't really want to risk him against Chelsea in an FA Cup game because I need his goals for the league. Prince Nelson Guidetti is sat on the bench. Arbeloa, he is not going to be playing today. He's probably not going to play a huge amount for us this season. I told you he'd be playing a 4-4-2. Now, my scouts keep telling me about signing various Chelsea players. Dan Thomas, this guy here, is one of them they always say that I should probably sign. He's a Kosovan. My scout rating for him is 98 out of 100. I want to sign him, but he's going to cost about £170 million. Corner for Chelsea after 10 minutes. Boateng takes it. It's cleared. Okdina's not going to get there. Popovic can get his boot underneath it, but Renato Sanchez is going to bring it back in. Boateng's going to control. Crosses it in. Yes, he does. Larrea's there. Gil makes a comfortable save. I don't think that was the whole highlight. Markovic's ball forward. Foster's going to try and run onto it, but Jamie gets the ball back to the keeper of Weber. Sanchez gets tackled by the Nigerian Sani, but does win the ball back. Bogas to Michel. Or Michele. Every time I play them, I'm not sure how to pronounce the name. Stevkovic intercepts the ball, finds Urukalo. James Sani. Long ball up towards Paul Okdina. Okdina's running in on goal, and he's hit it just over or wide or both. I'm not quite sure, but it didn't go in. Larrea with a free kick, 18 minutes now on the clock. Jamie heads down. Michele gets tackled. Tobiasen doesn't get the follow-up though. Larrea has another go. It's deflected off Urukalo. Michele gets it back. Jamie, edge of the area. Tackle him, someone. Larrea back to Michel. Urukalo, I think, is closing him down. Thomas, Jamie in the area. Urukalo sticks a foot in. It's come to Hendrik Michel, and he has put it into the bottom corner. We're 1-0 down to Chelsea. Throw on for Chelsea on the left. Thomas heads down. Boateng has a go, rattles the bar, and Ivan Urukalo can get it clear. We're not doing very well so far. We've had just 3 shots, none of them on target. Boateng with a corner. Towards the back post, Larrea's there. It is gone in. Jesus Larrea has made it 2-0. Paul Okdina's made a lot of mistakes. I don't know why it told me then, because he's not even back defending. Half time then at Stamford Bridge. Is it still Stamford Bridge? It is still Stamford Bridge. It is 2-0 to Chelsea. We are looking pretty bad, so let's get Shouty. Show me something else. We have got our front three are all on 6.3s at the moment. That's not good enough. Weber with a goal kick. Finds Vieira. No, his name is actually Patrick Vieira. I was going to say no relation to Patrick, but it just come up saying Patrick Vieira on the bottom. Boateng gets the ball on the right now. Cuts inside. Cross field to Michel, one of the goal scorers. Runs it out wide, crosses it in. Larrea's there, and Larrea's hit the post, and Stevkovic gives away a corner. Boateng's corner to the centre. Popovic heads clear, but only as far as Larrea. Jesus Larrea crosses in. Thomas is there. It is 3-0. It says Cesario Vieira got the assist. Who's Cesario Vieira? What? Who? When? Boateng with a corner. Boateng whips it in. It's going to go in. It's not. It's cleared by Stevkovic. Foster controls. Now Fenton can hopefully get the ball and do something with it. Or not at all. We are getting battered. Absolutely battered by Chelsea. Markovic is playing awful, so Rodders is going to come on. Okdina is playing awful, so Prince Nelson Guidetti is going to come on. And partner Paul Okdina? Gustavo Ortuzzo for the final 30 minutes. Perez forward to Tobiasen. Popovic Popovic finds Guidetti on his debut. Prince Nelson Guidetti into Ortuzzo. It's 3-1. That little combination worked. It's not 3-1. He's offside. Michel with the throw. Keane kicks into Sani. Boateng now. Boateng gets tackled by Tobias and Guidetti. 2-3 players up there with him. Maybe even 4 if you include Rodders at the back. Can he cross it in? He does cross it in. Fenton's there. Ortuzzo gets the rebound. It's 3-1. We've got that first goal. 2 more to go. We've got 20 minutes. And there is a highlight straight away following the goal. So maybe we can make it 3-2. Boateng forward to Larrea. Runs down the right-hand side. Keeps going. Crosses it in. He's still going. Uricalo can clear. Renato Sanchez. Keane forward to Larrea, gets tackled. Now Fenton can break. Fenton's got Ortuzzo to his right. He's got Guidetti to his left. Ortuzzo, he's running through. Popovic to Guidetti. On his debut, Guidetti forces a save out of the keeper. Fenton keeps it in. Rodders has crossed it in. Tobiason's there. And Weber finally makes a save. It's Patrick Weber, not Patrick Vieira. That's why I was getting confused. 15 minutes to play. We've still got a chance of winning this game. Ortuzzo gets the ball. Ortuzzo's got 2 in front. He keeps running. 2 in the box if he can whip in the cross. 5 in the box. Ortuzzo crosses it in. Guidetti's there. Another great save from Weber. 5 minutes of normal time to play. The change of strikers seems to have done the job, but I think it was too little too late. We've actually had 7 shots on target now. Before we change that, I think we had 0. Tien Dung running forward with the ball. We are 1 second away from full time. There it is. We are out of the FA Cup at the first time of asking. Not a very good performance in the first half. Probably should have started Ortuzzo. Well, that is going to do it for this episode. We're sat second place in the table. We are 3 points, sorry, I can count, behind top of the table Everton, but we do have a game in hand. Next episode will be Arsenal and will be Manchester United, because Arsenal are 6th, Manchester United are in 5th. That is 2 massive games against 2 very, very good sides, so we really need to win those games. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Football Manager 2018 with Blackburn Rovers. If you did enjoy, if you wouldn't mind leaving a like, if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you next time.